Don't mind the starting soon screen. Nothing is wrong. Nothing has ever gone wrong in the history of any of our streams. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, I can't believe you didn't change the text color to match the to actually match the color of the text.
I didn't have enough budget, okay?
Literally takes like 30 seconds to color pick it and copy the hex.
I didn't have enough budget.
How much money do you need? How much money do you need for it?
Many.
Give me a number.
Many money.
Give me a number.
Many money.
I need a number. Give
Many
me a number.
money. Much money.
Many and much are not numbers.
Many money. So welcome to Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane, where nothing has gone wrong. And this is our same setup as normal.
Yes, we are definitely streaming from the same computer, with the same person playing the video game.
Absolutely. Alright.
Oh, I've got to like...
Oh, it's the bad one. Okay. Now, I got to about this point, and didn't... How bad are the frames?
Oh, how bad are the frames?
Twitch is looking fine. I set you to 15 just to make sure that you weren't like eating my my CPU, but also like guess we'll see.
Do I have this set as like always on top? What's going on here?
Like how is the text flowing?
It's pretty good, honestly. Could be a lot worse.
Okay. Yeah, we've gone through this already, right?
Yeah.
All employees present.
Okay. Okay.
And then
sometimes it gets a little bit choppy, but...
Did we present anything? Or do we just want to head right up to the walkway?
I think...
Nah, fuck, I didn't bring water, hold on. Fuck.
You stupid.
I didn't bring water.
Imagine thinking you wouldn't have to drink today.
I thought.
Fool.
I sure did think. You know what happens when I think. Anyway, explain to Bumbatron what happened while we're here.
Nothing is wrong and nothing changed. This is the same setup. Don't worry about it. But no, my internet has been poopy today. So Noah decided to speed run through the third case up to where we... Yeah, something sounds off. Yeah, my voice is probably a little different because I'm coming through Noah's Discord instead of just my mic.
I am back with water.
So yeah, Noah's streaming today because my internet is poopy,
to say the least. If we
Yeah.
sound more quiet, that is because for some reason Aria's volume on Discord is very quiet, so I have turned basically everything else down to accommodate. I might
Okay.
still be loud. I can't really monitor that. I'm sorry in advance if I do sound too loud, but this should be around where I think I should be.
I think you sound great.
Shut up.
I'm not listening to the stream audio, but I think you sound great. By the way, we do have an ad starting in 10 seconds.
Oh wait, okay. Well, this is why you're here.
Yeah, I'm the girl in the chair today.
Yeah, because we were
If
originally going to do something else, just like, you know, some fun, shitty little, like, you know, one-time stream. In the same vein as our, like, you know, Human Fall Flat streams, right? Where it's just like, we didn't really have anything to do, and we couldn't, like, we weren't really in a position to make progress in the game playing. So we were just going to load something up and have fun with it. And then I realized, hey, I also own Tyrion.
Yeah, and the only thing that'll have to change is that before Thursday, I'll have to
Gotta catch up.
I'll have to catch up.
It took me a grand total of like
Or we just knock out the rest of case 3 today and I can just do case 4.
That's a
I can
fucking
just start
tall
from
order.
there.
That's a tall order.
It's fine. We only have like literally all of the case to go through.
Ad is started.
Like, yep. Like literally it's like I feel like we're only like a third of the way through.
Probably something like that.
Because it strikes me as like I feel like this investigation isn't going to get us all the way there, and next trial isn't going to get us all the way there.
Oh. I've noticed a small problem that this has, which is we won't
What's
know
up?
when the music changes.
Yes.
It'll be fine
that's
in the
correct.
courtroom though, so.
Yeah. And I mean, when the scene changes, you can always check.
Yeah, we can always just do a quick little like that. That's
Okay.
bad.
Yeah, I think everyone's back now. So,
Alright, let's make some progress.
however you want to go.
It feels so weird to be the one in control. It feels so weird. Nope, it's still bad. Okay. Oh, it's you two. And who's this? What the hell? Commander, please don't. What the hell are you two doing with the Crown Prince?
I don't think he was supposed to say that.
The man's going under a pseudonym, and RM White's just like, hey, the hell?
What?
If
Just spilling the tea immediately.
oh, this is the Prince's theme, I think.
Hey, you want to know a fun fact about your Discord stream?
Is there no
I'm getting
audio?
No audio. I'm not getting any audio.
Well, then you just have to
That's
catch
so
up. You just have to catch up with the game.
True. You're so right.
I think that that has to do with Linux. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna have to enable something in the kernel to do that. Okay, but this organ's going hard though.
No, it doesn't have the chat box or the alert box.
I mean, if. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Since I actually have a decent connection now, instead of streaming on my Steam Deck, I could try and stream on my Mac. because that has Streamlabs on
You
it.
could. You
And
could.
Tyrion
You could
also
run
works
Streamlabs.
on Mac.
You could.
Do we want to try that? Like, spend 30 minutes tinkering with it?
Would you need to run through the whole game again?
Most
Or
likely.
like run through the whole.
It takes me like 7 minutes. It's fine, but
I want to know how it took you 7 minutes, honestly.
so if you in the settings,
Actually, it'll probably take a little bit longer because.
in the settings you can enable instant text.
I forgot about that.
And then you set your keybinds for dialogue press to be 2 easily pressable buttons like M and N for input and
okay.
alt. And then you just mash them as fast as you fucking can.
Hi, Shamalan. Welcome to the stream. It's a little scuffed today.
This time isn't entirely my fault, okay?
I mean,
You might be able to
Doesn't
set it to
matter.
mouse wheel scroll, I don't know.
maybe, maybe.
The issue with that is that I've historically had very bad quality streaming from my Mac, but that might just be due to my Wi-Fi and not, you know.
Yeah. You know what? You know what you should do? You next time you need to like click through a game that quick, auto clicker.
Yeah, I would if I had one.
I know you're on Steam Deck, but you know.
Also, that doesn't fucking help when you're like in arguments or in trial.
I mean, but
probably
yeah,
get
then
yourself
you recognize
killed
it,
first.
You quickly do it, and then you mash again.
See, that would still require you to pay attention, though. All right. So, do we want me to try to switch to my Mac?
No, I think for one stream this is fine.
Really, you're missing the princely music.
I will play through the game up to where we are before Thursday. I will hear it.
You're
I will
missing
hear it
the
in all of
organ
its
going
princely
real
glory.
fucking hard.
I will hear it in all of its princely glory later this
Like
week.
it's really going. The strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
By the way, the whole
the game. The game.
yeah, the game. We just
The reason why we're dealing with this scuff
like,
thing.
Arya Steelwind's, and also like Arya Steelwind's fiance.
Ah. It appears that my cover has been blown, as they say. Did he just say that you're the crown prince? Yes. My full name is Aster de Wyverngard IV, heir to the throne of Wyverngard.
Occupation prince. I suppose
Not
that's
wrong.
right. This entire time, you've been speaking to the heir to the throne?
I was hoping that it wouldn't come to this. Man, he's 26. Man's almost dead.
You do have to be fairly mature to take the throne.
Oh, sorry, Your Majesty. Please, none of that. I'd much prefer if you all continued to call me Aster. No, I could never.
Never seen the commander this flustered before.
Why did you find the need to hide this from us? I didn't want you to think less of me. I admire your work, Mr. Cuthbert, which is why I was afraid you wouldn't speak with me if you knew the truth.
In a way, he was correct to assume that. As a member of the royal family, he represents everything that you and Miss Tamara are fighting against. But he does look like a sincere and genuine person. At the very least, you haven't seen anything incriminating through the eye of Horus. Anyways, this complicates things greatly.
The music also complicates things greatly.
Yeah, what the fuck? Aster is your primary suspect. So if he did commit the murder, you would have to implicate a member of the royal family.
I mean, man, king, or god?
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Nobleman is one thing, but would it even be possible to convict the crown prince? Well, no matter what, you won't stop seeking justice. Doesn't matter who you're facing, be they man, king, or
They
god.
said it. They
Damn
said
it!
it.
Did you write this game?
They
Did
said
you
it.
write this game?
I know.
Did you write this
I'm
game?
just so good. I'm just so good at identifying literary themes.
Basic media literacy. And princes aside, you came here to talk to the commander about his investigation. Since Astor's accompanying you, he might be more inclined to share details with you.
Right. I'm surprised that the Inquisition's even here. I thought you were all busy investigating Astor's missing ship. What? You know about that?
Commander glances nervously at Astor.
We wanted to put more of our people there, but Lady Sylvan insisted that we focus on the Dracogan case. As you should. I would much rather have you find justice for Justin Way. That's far more important than looking for some musty old ship. Beer.
Hmm.
Right. This kid for real?
Did he have something to do with his own ship going missing?
Ooh. That's a thought.
That's the first time we've seen something dissonant in his thoughts or emotions. So it's like it's kind of like I don't believe Astor's responsible for this. I don't believe he's responsible for this murder.
I mean, even if he was,
But
that means he's real fucking good at hiding his thoughts.
Yeah, but him having something to do with the other major thing going on, that's presumably also the reason for the blockade, like that no one gets in or out. Now that's interesting.
Have you discovered
Guys
anything?
just is real embarrassed. You know what? You know what?
Honestly,
I
me
believe
too.
it. I believe it.
If I were a member of the royal family, I too would blockade an entire town and make my ship disappear, just to cover my tracks. Have you discovered anything about the magical traces here? I forgot that I'm the one advancing the text.
Yep, that's you.
We did take a look at it, and it's definitely suspicious. The only real magical traces on them are these. The fact that we can still see them means that they were left within the last 48 hours. It's looking pretty likely that someone used transmutation on these rails last night. It still doesn't make sense, though. Why would someone weaken these rails specifically? I have no idea. I'm just as confused as you are. Oh, that night. Okay. I misread.
Yeah.
If this is really foul play, then someone knew that Justin or some other person would be in this exact place. Has the Inquisition found any evidence to prove my theory? You mean about a second person falling into the vat? Sorry, kid, but it ain't that simple. The body of that Justin fellow sort of dissolved. That's quite gruesome. If another person had fallen in, their body would have dissolved too. We could only find some bone fragments, blood, and a lot of metallic shards. Have you been able to use divination magic to identify the bone fragments? Yep, the ones we found all belong to Justin Ra. No signs of bones from another person. The Inquisition was able to fish out several pieces of bone matter and metallic shards from the vat that Justin Way fell into. Divination magic confirms that the bones belong to him. None of the bone matter found belonged to another person. There wasn't any evidence of another person falling in.
Could your theory have been incorrect then?
Are you sure that you and Morrison saw a person fall into the vat, Astor? I definitely saw someone fall off the walkway and break the guardrails. Although, thinking back on it, I didn't recognize who exactly that person was. The harbor master and I were pretty far away, and it wasn't well lit.
Do you think the second victim's body fully dissolved? That might explain why we can't
I mean,
find any bone matter from them.
strictly speaking, there are much more than 2 vats.
Yeah?
No, if my theory is correct, the second victim fell in minutes after Justin fell. It wouldn't make sense if that person's body fully dissolved before Justin's.
But why can't you find any bone matter of the second person? Either way, Dracogen might want to hear about this.
That's our next lead.
Yep.
If the
Okay,
liquid's
hang
so
on.
volatile...
Just before...
Yeah.
I mean... It had to have some kind of physical presence, because it broke the rail.
Mhm.
So it wasn't any illusion. But that doesn't necessarily mean there was no trickery involved. So that's just something that's playing on my mind.
If the liquid's so volatile, how were you able to take things out of the vat? Oh, the liquid isn't volatile anymore. When the harbor master and I reported what we saw, the workers poured some sort of alchemical solution into the vat. According to them, that solution neutralized the evocation magic in those chemicals. From what I hear, the magical liquid in these vats is usually blue. The solution that they poured in turned it green. So it was a yellow solution then?
I guess.
Yes, unfortunately it was too late. By the time they'd neutralized the liquid, Justin's body had already mostly dissolved. And if they hadn't neutralized it so quickly, we probably wouldn't have found anything from the victim. When Noel Morrison and Aston de Wyvergrove reported the accident, the refinery workers poured a yellow alchemical solution into the vat. This solution neutralized the destructive magic of the vat liquids and turned it green. They are usually blue. If they hadn't neutralized the liquid, everything in the vat would have been completely destroyed. Interesting though, just that makes it seem like they were on it, right? Like, they neutralized it literally as fast as possible. And it's just that the stuff in the vats is so deadly that no matter how fast they were, it was still, like, instant death.
Well, if you assume Tyrion's theory must be correct, not necessarily that it's a second person that fell in, but a second thing fell in, then it must have dissolved very quickly, like quicker than a human body would. Because they would have fallen in like no more than minutes after Justin had. So,
I would assume,
interesting.
Bumbotron, that they would have checked both vats. Yeah, this is...
Oh, neat.
It's a broken guardrail. The entire case hinges on finding out when and how this railing broke. If Justin White didn't break the guardrail, then who did? Anything else? Nope. I would assume that the Inquisition checked both vats.
Detect magic?
Arcanum.
Yep, still... Oop. Oh, man. There are traces of evocation magic in the chemicals in the vats.
That makes sense. Evocation is a school of magic for spells that create and disperse energy. These chemicals probably induce some sort of magical reaction to create arcane crystals.
Traces of transmutation are still there.
It's been a day since the accident. If these traces were left 2 days ago, these traces should disappear by tomorrow.
Right. Magical traces are only detectable for 48 hours after a spell is cast.
That's actually, like, I know it, that's just how, like, the world building is, but, like, that's mighty convenient for a courtroom drama.
True.
48 hours,
especially one that pushes to trial so quick.
I still can't believe that you've been the crown prince this entire time. I wasn't trying to deceive you. I was just worried that you might treat me differently if you knew the truth.
Oh, right. Did I call Steelwind over here for you? He'll probably want to see you.
No, I think it would be best if you didn't.
Oh, I remember now. If you're the Crown Prince, that makes Prosecutor Steelwind your fiance. Right. Lady Frege mentioned that during the Nightgrave case. That's why the name Aster sounded so familiar. You saw it in her thoughts.
That Miriam. She's caused me so much trouble by publicly revealing my marriage to Lady Steelwind. I had hoped to keep it a secret for much longer. Where is Prosecutor Steelwind anyways? She always investigates these crime scenes herself.
Oh, she said that she wanted to investigate the disappearing ship personally. She seems really hellbent on finding the people responsible. They did attempt to kidnap the Crown Prince after all.
Aw, she must really care about you, Aster.
No, I highly doubt that. Ooh.
Oh?
Ooh?
Oh?
Ooh?
Spill the tea!
Political marriage?
What?
Our marriage was arranged by our parents. She had no say in the matter, and I know that she only tolerates me for the good of our kingdom.
I'm sure she still cares about you.
No. I can tell by the way she behaves around me. Her hands quiver with rage and she can't even bear to look at me when I speak to her.
I can't believe she even treats the Crown Prince like that.
She may be
Okay, that I think that might be how I know that Aster isn't just misinterpreting signs, because Orm White sees the exact same things Steelwind does to him, quivering with rage.
doesn't even fucking look in his direction.
Because of disgust. Okay, you know what?
She may be my Yep.
It could be him misinterpreting signs, but less likely.
She may be my fiancée, but our marriage is purely political. She endures so much because of her name.
The aristocrats have their own share of problems.
Shout out to Orm White. Yeah, first world problems much.
We got something to present. If feel bad, okay. We wanted to present this here?
Yeah, that contents, I guess.
Nope.
Nope. I guess it was the solution.
Nope.
Nope. I guess we just want to talk to him then.
Yep. 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 Fuck me, I guess.
One piano note that escaped will doom you. Yep. No, the 5 minutes before and after gone because of one note.
Just the but so we just get like fucking.
Hey, please sing a little more off key. You'll get us banned.
Again, we spoke with the Inquisition about what they found in the vat. They could only find bone matter belonging to Justin.
Oh shit!
Well, that and several
Cake
metallic
isn't-
shards.
That's crazy.
Best
Cake
viewer-
isn't here.
Damn.
Since Cake isn't here, I get to ban the bot.
You have so much power.
Yeah, this is weird. I've like the whole mod view open instead of just chat.
Isn't it wild that like this is one of the first times that I'm streaming and you're in the passenger seat?
Yeah, I'm the stream manager today.
It makes you feel powerful, doesn't it?
Does it feel being the girl with the hammer? I feel like I'm a Tinkaton. Fear me.
I thought that you were
Fear
going to...
me.
How does it feel being the girl with a hammer? Bans Bumbatron. That's
Man,
what I
this
thought
timeout
you were
for
gonna do.
600-second button looks really nice.
That and several metallic shards.
What? That can't be right.
I know. I was hoping to find some hard evidence to prove my theory. I'll have to find another approach to prove it.
No, it's not what I meant. There shouldn't be any
Damn.
solid matter in those vats.
Damn, he angy.
Are you talking about the metallic shards? I just assumed that those were some kind of magical byproduct.
No, the refinement process requires that everything in that vat remains a liquid. Solid matter would absorb the liquid's magical properties and taint the entire batch.
So those metal shards weren't supposed to be in there. Do you think they came from the broken pieces of the railing?
Possibly. We'll probably want to double check with the commander to make sure.
This is definitely strange. You'll need to take a moment to work through all of this.
From what Drakian said, there shouldn't have been any solid matter in those vats. Might be a... This one's a fun. Already confirmed that the bone matter they found came from Justin's body. That leaves another question. How did metallic shards appear in the vat? Where did those metallic shards come from?
The killer murdered Justin Way.
No, I got it.
Killer.
I got it.
No, Mosorika Tudor murdered the killer. Suicide. Sorry, making soup.
I got this. Alright. What are you thinking?
Probably a metal object was thrown into the vat.
Jumped into the vat. Got it. A metal object was thrown into the vat.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Whatever that object was, it probably dissolved into the shards that Orm found.
That's the thing, though. What should the magical liquid have done to the object? The magical liquid in the vat was extremely volatile. It was... It was destructed enough to reduce an entire human body to a few shards of bone. I saw the text flashing by and I was like, did we have another ad?
No. Yeah, the vat liquid should have completely destroyed the metal object.
The object would have been completely destroyed. We shouldn't have found any metal shards in the first place.
Right, but we did find them. How do you explain that?
Why wasn't the metal object fully destroyed? That night, something happened that prevented the metal object from being destroyed.
Okay, so probably the vat, well, on the left, the vat liquid was neutralized shortly after. Are those the only three there? Probably after the accident was reported? Yeah.
Oh, God. I just remembered. Like, the more of these you solve, the more the music picks up.
Yeah, that's been a thing.
Yeah, I know, but like, I didn't notice it until now. When Astor and Morrison reported the accident, the workers immediately neutralized the liquid's magic. They did this to attempt to save Justin, but it would have also stopped the liquid from destroying anything else within the vat.
So that's why we found those metal shards.
And whatever that metal object was, it was only partially destroyed. This means that it fell into the vat around the time that Justin fell into the vat. If it fell a while before the accident, it would have dissolved completely. And if it fell after the accident, it wouldn't have dissolved at all. Furthermore, whatever that object was, it was probably as large as Justin. Why is it like the most common track in the entire fucking game?
Probably because...
I know it's the standard investigation theme, but ugh. A large unknown metal object fell into the vat around the time that Justin Way fell into it. The magical liquid reduced it to several small metallic shards.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Do you think this metal object had something to do with the second victim? Maybe they were holding it when they fell in.
I'm not sure, but it's definitely possible. We should take a closer look at the metallic shards that Commander White found.
Dude,
also, divination magic
There is no second victim. There is no second victim.
There's a little thing, I don't know if you've heard of it, called dramatic irony.
Yeah?
Nothing. I just wanted to make sure you knew it. Apparently divination magic takes the place of forensics here.
Yeah. But, like, at this point, like, following the exact same logic, you can very easily come to the conclusion, oh, there were no other bone shards in there, it was just the metal object. So there probably wasn't a second victim, it was probably the metal object that Morrison and Astor mistook for a victim.
We're gonna find it out in trial.
I'm sure.
Those shards might help us identify the second victim.
If that person even exists. Alright, back up to the walkway. Yep.
Ace Attorney is crying right now.
Imagine having more than 4 options for talking at any given moment.
Commander White, you mentioned that you found several metallic shards in the vat. Do you mind if we take a look at them?
Sure, just don't get any bright ideas about taking anything. I'll also want to avoid touching them with your bare hands. Liquid is neutralized, but it definitely ain't good for your skin.
Commander motions to one of the Inquisition Knights. After a few moments, he brings back a large barrel filled with metallic shards. What? There were that many? Could have possibly fallen into the vat.
Well, I guess we should get started.
Ugh. Spend some time closely inspecting the metallic shards with Celeste. Shards are only the size of small rocks, and it's difficult to find any discerning features.
Any luck on your end?
No, I haven't found...
Celeste?
I think I found something. I'm not exactly sure what it is, though. Celeste pulls out a metallic shard with some sort of engraving on it. Unlike the other shards, this one looks far less damaged. The engraving on it looks like some sort of crest.
That's the crest of House Von Sanctus.
Isn't he the noble that's charging Drake again?
Large unknown metal object fell into the vat around the time that Justin Way fell into it. The magical liquid reduced it to several small metallic shards. One of the shards was the crest of House Von Sanctus, the noble family that controls the city. Well, I doubt that Lord Von Sanctus was the second victim. Astor, do you know who could have a house emblem like this? Normally only the Lord's retainers would have the emblems of his house. Well, I doubt that Justin was the one who had this in his possession.
Do you think one of Von Sanctus's retainers fell into the vat that night?
It's definitely possible, but if that did happen, why haven't we heard about it? Lord Von Sanctus would have the resources to keep something like that out of the public eye. The only way to know for sure would be to ask him ourselves. But even if we could talk to him, he would never cooperate with us.
You glance at the prince. Someone of his station would have no trouble meeting with Lord Von Sanctus. An idea begins to form in your mind.
Unless...
Unless...
What is it, Mr. Cuthbert? Master, do you think you could help us interrogate Lord Von Sanctus? Really? You need my help?
He's so excited.
In this instance, it'd be very difficult to speak to him by ourselves. But as the Crown Prince, he'd be much more inclined to speak with you. Of course, I'd be happy to help.
You might be overplaying your hand by utilizing Aster this way. Still wary of the prince, especially since he was one of the few mages at the scene. Will this really work though?
It's not ideal, but it's the only lead we have so far.
But it still bothers you. Why haven't you found any bone matter from a second person? Maybe you're overthinking it.
Perhaps.
You should pursue every lead and see where it takes you. And to do that, you need to find out where Lord Von Sanctus is.
Right.
Well, we have a brand new manor.
I know that it's still a bad one, but... This is safe music.
Going to get more Celestial Wind? I don't think so. I think... No. I think Astra is gonna take point on this one. So this is Von Sanctus's house. It's more appropriate to call this building a palace rather than a house. Ugh, what's that smell? Head further into the manor, you're hit with a very pungent and sour odor. It almost burns the interior of your nostrils every time you inhale.
Just mouth breathe.
Well, we're here. Look around the manor and don't see anyone nearby.
It looks like Lord Sanctus isn't home at the moment. Perhaps we should try looking somewhere else. Damn.
Long flight of stairs leads to the upper parts of Von Sanctus's manor. You're a bit tempted to snoop around, but it'd be best not to take such risks. Will quick detect magic?
Arcanum.
Okay. I'll
Alright,
be back eventually.
cafe?
Okay, bye Bumbletron. We'll maybe see you later.
Rika, are you here?
Go to Rika's cafe and find the place completely empty. See a sign on the front door. It reads closed for today. Looks like she closed the restaurant for today.
Since the Inquisition is involved now, they might have taken her in for questioning. I really wanted to go into detail about what she saw, but it looks like we'll have to go somewhere else. Okay.
I guess to the town square?
No, because isn't that where Celeste is?
Probably, but we can check.
Oh, never mind. You were right.
I sure was. I'm always right.
Waluigi.
We mustn't let such idealistic notions throw our nation into chaos. You arrive to the town square and see Lord Von Sanctus speaking to several spectators from a podium. There's Lord Von Sanctus.
He appears to be giving some sort of speech.
You do your best to remain hidden from his view while you listen in. Please understand, the actions of nobility seem callous. However, we only have your best interests at heart. This controversy... Sorry, hang on. No. I need to do the British pronunciation. Sorry. This controversy with the Dracogen Trading Company is just one of many examples.
Controversy? Is that what they say?
Yeah, they say controversy. They put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
The wrong syllable.
These so-called unions that men like him support may seem appealing, but they only obfuscate and hinder the nobility from protecting the working class. Men like Stefanik Dracogen are merely charlatans. They only seek financial gain by strong-arming your true benefactors. True benefactors. What a joke.
Hey there, Sieg.
Hi, Sieg.
I knew that Von Sanctus was
taught-
wary of Drake again.
I taught Noah how they say controversy in England.
It's fucking sacrilege is what it is.
Yeah, would you find it controversial? I don't think they actually say it like that.
Controversial? Sounds like you're having a
I-
fucking stroke.
There's no way they actually say it like that. They say it controversy. They put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
That's a big batch of bullshit if I've ever heard it.
I guarantee you that's how they pronounce it.
Sieg, fact check.
Search like F1 broadcasts
Yeah, but like, is
or like
F1 really like
Formula 1 reporting.
is F1 really like the standard that we should be holding people to though?
Put a U in there too? No, they don't. They don't put a U in there. I think.
Controversy.
Controversy. Pronounce it like trousers. Controversy.
But I never expected him to be this zealous about getting rid of him. I think it's less about Drake again specifically and more about what he represents. We figured out that Aster was actually Aster de Wyverngard, Crown Prince of the Kingdom.
Excuse you, he's Aster de Wyverngard the Fourth.
My bad. What do you mean? The Drakegan Trading Company has presented tangible proof that its policies are both effective and profitable. Even businesses that have no affiliation with them have started following his example. Von Sanctus is merely a relic of the past. And I think he knows that his archaic ideals won't survive in this landscape.
I can only hope that our grand kingdom recognizes this danger as I have. The pompous noble leaves the podium as the citizens ponder his words.
What a load of garbage. It's obvious that Von Sanctus knows his days are numbered.
But look at what happened. He let the common folk set their own standards, and a young man died.
I guess you have a point there.
Saw Von Sanctus get into a carriage shortly after his speech. It appears to be heading back to his manor.
Let's go.
To the manor.
Anyway, we saw Von Sanctus heading back here. We should be able to speak with him soon.
Wait, Tyrion, isn't he going to recognize us?
Can't really avoid that. If we want to question him, we need to speak to him directly. Even a noble like him would have to act civilly with our crown prince present.
You mean like how you civilly embarrassed and insulted him a few days ago? Right, you completely forgot about the chess tournament.
Well, it's not as if we can hide our identities from him. I faced him in the chess tournament and I'm Drakegan's attorney. He knows what we look like.
What we look like? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Girl's got an idea.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that's it.
What? The same amount of suspicion.
Illusio.
Wait, what are you... Wow. That's quite impressive, Celeste.
Right? I've been practicing that one.
What are you two talking about? I think you should see for yourself.
Prince gestured toward a nearby mirror in the hallway. You reluctantly approach it. Just what exactly did Celeste do to you?
What? Why do I look like Reese Rudolph?
It looks great, right? Eris taught that one to me. Oh,
Do you honestly expect him to fall for this? He's probably a powerful mage. You'll see right through this.
are you telling me that the Crown Prince is here? Why didn't you notify me sooner? Hear Von Sanctus shouting at his attendant from down the hallway. He seems to be quickly heading this way. Uh-oh.
You might want to disguise yourself as well, Celeste. Don't encourage her. This is extremely illegal.
Yeah, of course the lawyer would know that. Right.
Look, you should just dispel this ridiculous disguise and he's almost here.
I can't think of anyone. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. I think I know. I think I know. I think I see the future.
We might be getting more.
Terribly sorry for keeping your highness waiting.
We might be getting more Celeste Steelwind.
I think so. Illugio. What was that?
What are you talking about?
I could have sworn that I heard something. The voice, probably not.
Celeste,
I think it's
Celeste
it's
quote unquote Steelwind is back.
Okay, the question is, can I try and do Celeste's voice, but like mimic Arya's like
Go for it.
intonation?
Go for it.
Ooh, let's try it. I didn't hear anything either. You must be imagining things.
Skilled Lord, help us.
Of all the people she could have chosen. At least she's able to mimic her voice well enough. Oh, Lady Steelwind. I wasn't expecting you until much later. Well, I do not answer to you. I shall do as I please. Yes, I suppose you have a habit of doing that. Surprisingly, it doesn't look like he's seen through your disguises. Must have other things on his mind if his guard is down like this.
Anyways, Lord Von Sanctus, pardon the abrupt intrusion. I came by to pay my respects.
I am honored by your majesty's presence. Unfortunately, I am quite busy with administrative matters at the moment.
Too busy to show hospitality to the heir to the throne.
Oh, I wasn't.
Those are about the emotions that I expect.
Yep. I suppose I have some time to speak with you. Conditions aren't ideal, but at least you have Von Sanctus here with you. She lets Prince Aster make small talk with him for a bit. After that, you can subtly bring up the Von Sanctus crest that you found in the vat.
I heard about the charges that you've brought against the Draken Trading Company. Forgive my bluntness, but is everything well within your estate?
Oh, that. I'm simply cleaning house. Nothing more. I've dealt with plenty of men like Draken before, and this time will be no different.
I understand that he may be taking business away from you. But does that really warrant you taking such drastic measures?
Just about his business, it's these ideas he's putting into people's heads. He's allowed these unions to continue existing. And other businesses are following his example. It's absolutely absurd. It's as if the entire world has gone mad.
I see.
Our society only functions when the lower class knows their place.
That's how our society functions, then perhaps it is flawed.
Still young, Prince Asta. These hang on, sorry. These righteous ideals may sound appealing, but they are the path to disorder. Common folk do not care about the well-being of our kingdom as a whole.
See, we don't think about that yet.
Don't worry.
There are absolutely...
That's a problem for future Steelwind.
To quote someone, there are two brain cells knocking around in her head, and they're both fighting for third place.
And to quote me, that's a future Arya problem. Ah? Ah? Fucking okay. Okay. All right. I understand. I understand. I understand.
Stream delay, bitch.
No, I just I just love no one laughed at my joke. They only care about themselves individually. If we allow them to become empowered, they will use that power selfishly. It is up to the upper class to maintain order.
I see.
I think
Ooh.
that's the I think. Ooh, this is the first time we've seen him mad.
By the way, I'm surprised that you're expecting Lord Von Sanctus, Lady Steelwind, that you're representing.
You're really just gonna put her on the spot, huh? Okay. Oh. Right. What's he doing? It's already hard enough to maintain this ruse.
I knew that you recently became a prosecutor, but I never imagined that you'd represent a noble.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Aster. What does that even mean? Let's not be coy, Lady Steelwind. You must know, Your Majesty, how Steelwind and I came to an arrangement. The fair lady is so keen on wasting her talents on civil work. Given that, I might as well utilize her to my benefit.
Do not speak to her. Damn. Aster
Damn,
Ingi.
okay.
Aster Ingi.
Oh, I meant no disrespect. But rest assured, this is only temporary.
I see. So you have an arrangement with Lucio Steelwind.
Shit.
just a little Waluigi.
Seems that Aster is collecting his own information.
By the way, Lord Von Sanctus, have any of your attendants gone missing lately?
Oddly specific question. But no, all of my attendants are accounted for. Don't see any dissonant thoughts from the eye. But he could be unconsciously shielding himself from it. I must ask, why would you ask such a question?
You see, I actually found a discarded trinket while walking around the city. It had the crest of House Von Sanctus on it. I was worried that something unsavory might have happened to one of your people. Damn, he's good.
He is.
He's good. No,
He's
holy
the
shit,
Crown
that was
Prince.
so fucking smooth.
He's the Crown Prince, of course he is. You don't get to be the Crown Prince and stay that way unless you're good. Ah, I see. I suppose you must be on edge after what happened to your ship. However, items with the Von Sanctus crest are quite common nowadays.
Really?
The item that you found must have been a product produced by Von Sanctus Industries. Item produced by Von Sanctus Industries?
Though the Von Sanctus crest is on some of the items produced by your company.
Just some of the items. Sorry. Not just some of the items.
That's his whole character now.
That's his character now. Every time he does something with the air quotes, he's
That's canon
like
now.
that.
That's canon
It's
now.
canon. The Von Sanctus crest is engraved on every product created by Von Sanctus Industries. As a result, people have come to associate the quality of our products with the quality of House Von Sanctus. Or at least, they did until hacks like Dracodian came out of the woodwork. So in other words, it's just branding. What type of product does Von Sanctus Industries produce? We used to produce magical accessories for mages. But now we produce all manner of products. As the head of commerce in our kingdom, we've diversified our holdings. Oh. That means the metal shard could have come from anything.
Von Sanctus Industries places its crest on all of its products. Therefore, this shard could have potentially come from a product produced by Von Sanctus Industries.
Seems this line of questioning led to a dead end. Damn it. Is it really impossible to identify where that shard came from? Do you sell your products to the Drakian Trading Company? Yes, of course I do. Despite my misgivings with Drakian, it would be foolish of me if I didn't do business with him. That means that there are Von Sanctus products in the Arcane Refinery. You're called Von Sanctus Industries, after all. That's true. The metal shard could have been from some sort of industrial tool. Just what are you implying, Lady Steelwind?
Here.
Ooh. Twinge of nervousness through the eye? Does he know something? Why would he get so defensive over a question like that? Is there a Von Sanctus product in the refinery on the night of the murder? Shit! She misspoke and said murder instead of accident. But that is evoking a reaction. Answer the question, Fun. Plus attempts to loudly slam the tip of her cane onto the ground, only to realize that her cane isn't actually real. She loses her balance and tips over a nearby vase. Vase shatters on the ground, creating quite a mess of broken shards and water.
Lady Steelwind, are you okay?
Celeste immediately regains her balance and tries to act as if nothing happened. I'm not paying for that. Ah! Von Sanctus completely loses composure and recoils at the sight of the broken vase. Construct, I require your assistance!
Acknowledged.
Response to Von Sanctus's call, an arcane construct walks out from a nearby closet. Construct, clean up this mess at once! He's very disturbed by the mess. Is he some sort of clean freak?
Acknowledged.
Construct begins quickly picking up the shards of a broken vase.
You own an arcane construct.
I do! Von Sanctus Industries is the inventor of arcane constructs, after all. Right, you recall Celeste mentioning that earlier. Would you like one, Your Highness?
My apologies, I'm not very interested in using artificery.
Suit yourself.
In any case, I'm afraid Lady Steelwind must be taking her leave now.
What?
Remember, you said that you could only accompany me for 1 hour. It's close to being 1 hour, right? Lady Steelwind?
Oh, I understand.
He's so good. He's so good.
So good. He's so good. What are you... Oh, right! 1 hour. It would definitely not be good for us to be here for more than 1 hour. Oh, does this illusion only last for an hour? And the last horse crosses the finish line.
In the meantime, may I discuss some personal matters with you, Lord Von Sanctus?
Of course, I am at your disposal, Your Majesty. Raise an eyebrow at the prince. It appears that he didn't come here just to help you. He's so smart.
He's...
Wait, he's so smart, actually.
Like, you come here expecting, like, a full-ass, like, idiot dork, and then he's, like, probably one of the most capable characters we've met.
Like, his political acumen is, like, so up there. He's so smart, dude. He just also has, like, a bit of the fanboy.
He's also just an idiot.
He is! But you suppose you've gotten all the information out of Von Sanctus. It's time to move on to the next lead. That was embarrassing.
Sorry. Yeah, that was a bit too close for comfort.
Well, at least no one saw through our disguises. Ah, are you an attendant here? Please notify Lord Von Sanctus that I... Real Arya Steelwind walks through the front door of the manor just as you're about to exit. She immediately stops in her tracks upon meeting her doppelganger. Aburio. One spell Steelwind dispels the illusions over you and Celeste. Upon seeing who you really are, she lets out an irritated sigh.
I love. She's not even shocked.
These
She's just like.
fuckers again.
She's just like you again.
She's just like, who could be impersonating me? Who do I? Oh, ads are starting shortly. I completely missed that. Bye everyone. See you in a second.
Bathroom break time for me.
Yeah, it also doesn't start immediately every time. I
Yeah,
noticed.
but also-
so
Yeah, but
it'll
also
take a
bathroom
bit.
break time.
Yeah. Have fun. Just like actually like, these idiots again. Okay, so I just have to ask, what's the point of having the ad manager tell me when the ads are gonna happen if they don't happen for like another 30 seconds to a minute? That just doesn't make sense. Excuse me. Alright, now I'm alone for like 45 seconds.
Came back just in time for the ads.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Can take a short break, but okay, I get that, but at the same time, I'd much prefer it like just give me the 1 minute warning and then start immediately after that. Because we get a minute's warning, I just missed it until like the last 10 seconds. So I'd much prefer to have an exact notion of when the ads will start, because, I mean, when it takes an extra, like, 30 seconds to a minute, that's an extra 30 seconds to a minute where we could be doing, like, we could be playing the game still. But, you know, can't have it all, even if I want it.
Twitch is shitty. Anyway.
Is impersonating the Steelwind some kind of hobby for you, Miss McCoy? She looks really angry this time. No, there was a really good reason for us doing this. Let me guess. You wanted to interrogate Von Sanctus without him knowing who you really were. No? Lying about your name is one matter, but impersonating a noble using magic is a serious crime. Tyrion? Help, please? You seriously going to have to defend her in court again? Quickly try to think of a way to defuse this situation.
Sorry for the wait, you two. I had to discuss... Oh, Lady Steelwind.
Great. According to Aster, Steelwind despises him. Knowing that he was a part of this will just make things worse. Oh, I knew it! I knew it!
This
I knew
This
it!
scene is so fucking
He is
good.
an oblivious idiot,
This scene
dude!
is so fucking good.
He's an oblivious idiot, dude! I don't understand. I don't get it. This is, aside from Tyrion and maybe Steelwind, Aster is the smartest character we've seen in this game. But he's so dumb!
You really can't believe it. You actually cannot believe that like some of the smartest people you know are also just fucking idiots. You can't believe it.
I know. Fucking all of our friends are that way. All of our friends. Like legitimately, I think like a lot of the people we know are very smart, but we're also very dumb. But like, to see it just like in fiction so contrasted that like he is a top 3 intellect in this game, but he's so dumb.
That's what we call intelligence, wisdom 20, charisma 8.
Ooh, okay. Your Majesty? Why is he here?
Also, you're not hearing this, but there is some smooth jazz going on.
Celeste immediately knows what's up. What?
Oh, I see you've dispelled their disguises.
You knew about this? Aster steps between you and Steelwind. It seems that he's trying to calm her down. For better or for worse, her attention is firmly focused on him.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No, that's not why I... It's really close.
They pulled this ruse under my orders. Could you please look the other way, just this once?
Okay.
Thank you, Lady Steelwind. I won't forget this. This scene is so good!
Oh, this is so good! Ah!
The keyboard mash!
Same keyboard mash in the title. I mean, kinda. I do mine just on home row.
Honestly, probably. It's close enough to the keyboard mash in the
So me.
That is actually really close to the keyboard mash in the go live notification.
Title of the stream. Is the stream title weird?
No, the go live notification.
Oh yeah, yeah. At the go live notification. Okay. Back to mod view. Okay. I need to go.
Oh.
Well, that was certainly something.
I'm sorry you two had to see that.
What?
It's as I said before, she absolutely detests me. You saw it, didn't you? You could barely look me in the eye.
Oh my god.
In any case, we're starting to run out of time. We should head back to the refinery.
You cannot let this be. You can't seriously see how this man is struggling and just let it be.
Just the full energy is like Aster's like the youngest sibling who's struggling with like a first love. Celeste is like the middle sibling that's just like, oh my god. And Tyrion's like, okay, we have a job to do. We don't have time for this. We gotta go.
Why do I identify so much with Celeste? It's like, But also, girl, you need to tell him. You need to tell him. He's going to fuck this up unless somebody tells him.
Most of Tyrion's thoughts are just mine. like, like we don't have time for this. We gotta go.
How do we find two characters that are just us? Except for, you know, kind of the way their arcs are going.
But it's just
And like how that relationship seems like it's gonna evolve. Like everything
like
except
the way that they're characterized.
Yes, the way they're characterized. Yes,
because like
not
most
necessarily the way
all of Tyrion's
the arc
reactions,
is going to go
all of
for
Tyrion's
them.
reactions in court are just mine. Just like, oh god, here we go again.
Yup. Good night, Sieg.
See ya, Sieg.
But we still don't know where the metal shard came from.
From what Von Sanctus told us, I don't think we can find out exactly where it came from. If each of Von Sanctus's products has that crest, it could be any number of things. Hopefully, Draken can help us narrow that list down. If it did come from some kind of industrial tool, he might be able to check if any of the refinery's tools are missing.
You just hope he can provide you with some kind of lead.
God, that scene's so fucking good.
It's so good.
Hello again, Mr. Cuthbert. I hope you have good news. Well, actually...
Take some time to explain to Drake again what you found during your investigation.
We're gonna have to explain to Bumbatron what happened.
Oh god.
And honestly, in that case, we just say that Celeste Steelwind returned and watch the VOD.
Yes. Still uncertain about the identity of the second victim. That metal shard with the Von Sanctus crest is your best lead right now.
See. With that said, do you have any tools that you've purchased from Von Sanctus Industries? I do. He personally sold me quite a few when I first arrived in the city. I even purchased a security system for the refinery building from him. Oh.
Oh?
Because nothing could go wrong there. Really? Did you purchase anything else from him? Well, he also tried to sell me some of those arcane constructs. He told me I could be the first person in Aranax to own such innovative technology. But I turned him down.
Really? But they seem so useful.
I don't feel comfortable trusting machines to handle the work here. Those constructs require very specific instructions, and they lack common sense. That's true. We saw how unreliable they could be during the Nightgrave case. He heavily emphasized how exclusive this deal would be for me. Looking back on it, he was probably trying to make me dependent on his services.
Yeah. I guess you made the right choice by refusing his offer.
Boy Von Sanctus personally sold several industrial strokes to Stevonic Drake again on behalf of Von Sanctus Industries. A lot of these tools were present in the Arcane Refinery. Von Sanctus Industries also created the security system for the refinery. Von Sanctus attempted to sell Drake again a few arcane constructs, a product that is not available to anyone else in RNX. However, Stefani Draken did not trust the construct's ability to perform tasks effectively. He did not purchase any. Anyway, have any of the tools from Von Sanctus Industries been reported missing? Inquisition actually asked me the same question, so I took some time today to check my inventory.
Why would the Inquisition ask him for that? Did Steelwind come to the same conclusion that you did?
There was one tool that was unaccounted for. Really? What kind of tool was it? A rod of mending. It's a large tool that we use to repair damage on the machines. A tool for repairs? How large was it? Quite large, actually. Called a rod, but it's more of a large cylindrical tool. It requires 2 people to properly carry and use it.
Wait. Hold on, the stream's lagging a bit.
You're dropping a little bit, yeah.
Wait, a repair tool like that would use transmutation magic, right?
That's right.
Oop,
Is it struggling?
hang on. Sorry, no, I'm just trying to get it so I can peek at my uh uh my connection quality.
Cutting out a little bit.
Okay. Should be a little more fine now. Okay. What
Unrelated.
if the rod of mending was the thing that oop,
Hmm?
oop, go ahead.
Unrelated, but you
What
know
do you-
those like friction ball pens, like the erasable pens?
I didn't hear a word of what you said.
Okay, you must have cut out. Do you know friction ball pens, like the erasable ones?
Yeah.
I managed to buy one today for like, less than $2 at a convenience store. It was like $1.30 basically of them, which that would cost you like 7 in the States.
Yeah, that would be pretty expensive.
Kinda crazy.
Oh man, Discord, please. Internet, please.
Need to do
This-
another speed test.
This is what I was afraid of.
Another speed test.
You know, we'll oh, nope.
Nope, it's still bad music. Okay.
Okay, let's give it a shot. What if the rod of mending was the thing that weakened the guardrail?
Is that possible, Drakian? I suppose that is possible. Now that you mention it, I recall there being a way to reverse its effects.
Never even considered that the transmutation traces were left by an artificery tool. That does lift some suspicion off of Aster.
Artificery tool that channels transmutation magic to repair objects. It's possible to reverse its magic and cause it to weaken objects instead of repairing them. It's quite large and requires 2 people to properly carry and use it.
Someone could have sabotaged the rail with the rod. And they might have thrown it into the vat to cover their tracks.
But it didn't completely dissolve. That would mean that they threw the rod in close to when Justin fell off the walkway. Can't be a coincidence that these 2 events happened so close to each other.
And we still have no idea who actually broke the guardrail. We didn't find a second body in the vat, and we don't have evidence that proves a second victim even exists.
I feel as if we have more questions than answers at the moment. Oh, we've learned a few new facts about the case, though, and the Inquisition has verified the traces of transmutation on the guardrail. The burden of proof is still on the prosecution to prove that Drakian is at fault. Even if Steelwind has a proper explanation for that, I can counter her with the facts we've learned thus far. I just hope that the trial goes as smoothly as you're describing.
It rarely ever does, but knowing that would just needlessly stress him out.
Regardless, I appreciate the work that you've done thus far. I'll leave things in your very capable hands.
You just hope that you don't encounter any more curveballs tomorrow.
We rarely ever do.
Never happens.
You are
Everything always
cutting
goes
out,
smoothly.
like, in and out in waves. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, that tracks.
I don't know if much can be done about that, though. So, we'll move on. See, in order to make this believable, I should have played through all of the cases, right? and have clear data for all of for
Yeah,
these two,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
and
yeah.
then saved it in here. But this is still the same system, same computer. Okay, just interrupt my fucking settings then. Fucking rude. I was going to just switch the music, and then the man fucking comes ready to like hammer me.
Like, no. No settings changes.
Court is now resumed for the trial of Stefani
Order in the
Tricky.
court. No settings.
Let us review the proceedings from 2 days ago. At first, the facts of the case seemed very straightforward. The victim, Justin Way, put his weight on a poorly maintained guardrail on the refinery grounds. Said guardrail broke, causing Justin Way to fall to his death. However, the defense presented a shocking piece of evidence in the previous proceedings. Traces of transmutation magic were found on the same broken guardrail. This new evidence implies that sabotage, if not outright foul play, played a part in the death of the victim. This evidence is also accompanied by conflicting testimonies from witnesses. All of these elements have thrown quite some doubt on the validity of the prosecution's case.
Are we good? Good? Do we want to calm down, internet? Sure not.
Absolutely not.
Okay, let's try it. Yes, however, the prosecution maintains that the Drakian Trading Company is at fault for Justin Way's death.
Even though someone may have sabotaged the guardrails?
Prosecution acknowledges that sabotage may have occurred at the scene of the accident. However, we also believe that there are several factors in this case that the court is overlooking.
Jazz music stopped.
Oh. As we all know, several witnesses were present at the refinery at the time of the accident. The harbor master was showing a patron around the refinery. Masorika Tudor was making a food delivery and entered the building. And of course, the victim, Justin Way, was obviously present as well.
Nah, he wasn't there actually. He just sort of like teleported in. Plop.
Each and every one of these people had no business being in the refinery that night.
In the case of the harbor master and his patron, it would be hardly reasonable for anyone to stop them.
You doubt anyone would stand in the way of the crown prince. That may be, but Justin Way worked in the freight division and should not have been at the scene.
I've already verified this with my client. The victim was not authorized to be in the refinery building.
And who stopped Justin Way from entering the area unauthorized? Isn't that the defendant's duty to prevent such individuals from entering the building?
My client can't be held responsible for Justin's breach of the set protocols. And you surely can't hold my client responsible for someone sabotaging the guardrail.
This so-called sabotage is only theoretical until a proper culprit is found.
I might be compelled to agree with you, Miss Steelwind. After all, there's no hard evidence that proves the traces of transmutation were left by a specific spell.
What kind of thing is that?
Sorry, you cut out at like the perfect time, so you just started, what kind of, and then ticks is that?
Hey, what kind of mental gymnastics is that? Every part of the guardrail that had traces on it was rusted.
They're bending the context of what happened to suit their purposes.
Hard evidence means everything here, and the rod of mending has been reduced to the shards in the vat. I read that super wrong. Without the complete rod, you can't prove that someone used it to sabotage the guardrail. Regardless, is it not the responsibility of the Drakegan Trading Company to ensure that its employees do not wander into restricted areas? Blaming a potential saboteur puts the cart before the horse. It doesn't just stop with Justin Way either. Why was Mosarika Tudor able to enter the building? She doesn't even work for the refinery, yet she was able to waltz into the building without any trouble. Actually, Steelwind does have a point about Rika. Shouldn't something have stopped her from entering that area? You doubt that Drakegan would allow that kind of negligence.
If that's true, I believe that we should hear from Miss Tudor directly. Let's hear how easily she gained access to the refinery on the day of the accident.
We've already anticipated that. Mosarika Tudor is prepared and ready to testify.
Very well then. Bailiff, please escort Miss Tudor to the stand.
Sorry, the way you cut out there was very funny.
Me? Lovely.
Yes, on my end.
Might not have just been on your end.
Jump scare. Yes. No, maybe not. I don't know.
What did you?
It's my internet that's going insane though. So.
What did you hear from me?
It was very funny. Don't worry about it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Miss Tudor, are you aware of why you've been called here today? Yeah, I heard everything from the gallery. Then you'll have no problem answering the following question. Did you encounter resistance when you entered the refinery on the night of the accident? Witness, may I remind you that you are under oath to tell the court everything that you know. Failure to do so is a crime. No, no one tried to stop me. Sorry, Tyrion. Nothing to apologize for, witness. The only one at fault is the Drakegan Trading Company and their negligence.
If you would, could you try leaving the stream and entering again on Discord? You seem to be a little bit behind.
Yeah, I think I am. I think it's primarily because of my internet.
No, it's good to try all the.
Hey, that's... For the record, please testify in detail about how you entered the refinery that day, Miss Tudor. Okay. That day I was looking for Justin in the freight area. but I couldn't find him. I decided to look for him in the refinery's main building. There was some kind of magical door leading to it, but it was unlocked. Nothing really stopped me from entering the refinery building.
You went in waves there.
As the court can clearly see, there were no safeguards preventing the witness from entering that restricted area.
The witness clearly stated that there was a magical door leading into the building. This was obviously some sort of security door powered by artificery.
Which was still unlocked and effectively useless. Damn it, there must be a way to prove that the unlocked door wasn't Drakegan's fault.
Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. Alright.
Hang on, I'm gonna send you a message because I don't know if it'll come through over voice.
Good. Yeah, I think most of us can tell that. So, Arya's internet is fucking dying. As you could probably tell. You should just tell it to maintain a more consistent connection.
True, just stay consistent, idiot.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the security system.
I think we need a press, right?
Probably. Probably the magical door and nothing. 3 and 4 is where I'd start.
By magical door, do you mean that it was a door powered by artificery?
Yeah, I have a door like it in my restaurant too. But this one looked a lot more complex.
Why would you or Drake need magical doors anyways?
The one in my cafe magically locks the shop when I close it for the day.
Oh, wait. Disable mundane and magical locks.
Ooh.
That could be it.
I guess the door to the refinery building was for the same thing.
That means that there was a mechanism to keep out unauthorized personnel.
Which was effectively useless. The witness entered the refinery and encountered zero resistance. Furthermore, the Inquisition has already logged the specs for the door.
Here. The only entrance to the refinery building is a door with an artificery lock. Magical keys can be used to unlock the door for 5 seconds. After these 5 seconds, the lock automatically closes the door and engages the lock. The lock can only be disabled by Stefanik Drakian. The door could be physically prevented from closing, but this would trigger an alarm within the refinery security system. Interesting. What is it about, like, sufficiently advanced technology and magic? Because this is just like a technological security system.
Yeah, I mean, when you have magic, you don't need electricity for it.
Yep.
Did you use the key to unlock the door, Miss Tudor? No, I didn't. As you can see from this report, Stefanik Drakegan was the only person capable of disabling the lock. I guess Mr. Drakegan kept the door unlocked during work hours. This means that it's entirely Drakegan's fault that the victim gained access to the building in the first place. Wait, that's not what I meant to... But that is what you implied. Unless you can prove that another person disabled that door. Can't refute that statement. Yet. But you might be able to work with this new information.
Regardless, please add that last statement to your testimony, witness.
Alright.
Right.
Mr. Drakegan must have disabled
Right.
the lock.
Right.
No one else could have disabled it.
I mean...
What are you...
What? I'm just looking through evidence.
I mean...
If you want to press, I can press.
Okay. I mean... I'd probably... I guess start by pressing.
That's quite the leap in logic.
The specs of the door state of the lock can only be disabled by Stefanik Drakegan. Sorry, but I can't think of any other reason why it would be disabled. I mean, I get it. Sometimes I forget the key to my shop. It becomes a real headache when I get locked out. Suppose that makes sense, but would Drakegan really do something like that? The lock is designed to be disabled only by Drakegan. But perhaps someone did something to bypass that. Okay, yeah, time to present.
So what do you think?
Yeah, that's I'm thinking. Is it the one with the gold bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the thieves' tools. Yeah. Objection!
Music stopped. Miss Steelwind, you claim that my client expressed negligence by disabling the door. This is the reason why the security door was unlocked and why the current witness was able to enter the building.
That's correct. Your client's negligence allowed unauthorized persons like Justin Way to
Oh, it's freezing, huh?
gain access to the building.
Man, it's really chugging for you.
Yeah, it is. Have you already advanced the dialogue?
No, I haven't. I was holding it there.
And regardless of any sabotage, Justin Wade died because he was in said unauthorized area.
And what if I told you that another person may have disabled the door? Not because of laziness, but for more nefarious purposes.
What are you talking about?
If you recall, the witness
I knew
entered the
you're about to
refinery
pull some
building and
bullshit out of
spotted...
your ass.
What?
I know you're about to pull some bullshit out. Just get on with it.
If you recall, the witness entered the refinery building and spotted Justin Way afterward. This means that Justin Way entered the building before her. So that begs the question, how did Justin Way enter the building?
The answer is obvious. he entered the same way the witness did, through the unlocked door.
Not quite, Miss Steelwind. Since this trial began, we still haven't answered why Justin Way entered the refinery building in the first place. He entered the refinery building with the intent of robbing my client's personal safe.
Told you, Tyrion. He would never do something like that. Feel a little guilty about insulting a dead man's name like this. But it's the only possibility that makes sense.
I'm sorry, Rika, but there are things about Justin that even you didn't know about. The truth is that he was deeply in debt to a crime lord called the Eye Taker, and he was extremely desperate to wipe that debt as soon as he could.
Oh, this is terrible. Crime lord? I won't ask how you came across this information, Mr. Cuthbert. But what does this have to do with the disabled magical lock?
Miss Steelwind, Justin owned a set of tools that he used for picking mundane and magical locks. The safe that he was planning to rob was located in my client's office within the refinery building. I have witnesses who saw Justin retrieve those tools shortly before the night of the accident. He clearly had a plan to disable any locks that stood between him and that safe. This means that it's entirely possible that Justin disabled the locked refinery door illegally.
Actually going to bring them in, are we?
Yeah, I'm kind of bluffing right now. Sorry, Arya's internet is dying, so we're checking out things that we can do. Might just... You basically assaulted one of them.
We both assaulted him, Tyrion.
We did, comrade.
She says that as if it absolved her of any guilt. Hold on a minute. You can't just accuse him like that when he can't defend himself.
I'm sorry, Rika, but his delinquent friends told me about his plan. He didn't want to rob Drake again, but he needed the gold to wipe away his debt. If Justin wasn't the one that disabled the lock, that would only leave Drake again.
But there has to be an explanation when either of them is guilty. She definitely believes in Justin. But a scenario where both Justin and Drake again are innocent is too optimistic, if not impossible. But not as if you're entirely certain of what happened that day either.
Alright, Rika. You knew Justin better than I did. Let's assume that you're correct. Neither Justin nor Drakegan disabled the locks that day. How did either of you enter the refinery then?
Someone must have disabled it before then. Wait, let me think through this. Plenty of people could have disabled the locks. Maybe one of the employees got lazy and forcefully broke it. There was also that nobleman who was with Mr. Morrison. He's a mage and he could have used magic to do it. It could have also been one of the maintenance constructs. I saw one working on the machines. Maybe one of them broke the lock. I can barely even begin to point out all the issues with your theories, Miss Tudor. If you recall, the entrance lock can only be disabled by Stefanik Drake again. Even Mr. Cuthbert's theory makes sense in your list of suspects. She's right. Doesn't matter how many suspects she presents. None of them had the credentials to disable the lock. So why do you feel like there's something else wrong with her testimony?
The defense would still like to exercise the right to cross-examine the witness.
What a waste of time.
While the court agrees with Miss Steelwind, we also recognize Mr. Cuthbert's right to cross-examination. However, I will not allow the defense to waste the court's time. If nothing substantial is gained from your cross-examination, I will not hesitate to end it early. Understood, Your Honor. I think I see it.
Many people could have disabled the
Tell me where you
locks.
want to press or present.
I guess press on 4.
Maintenance construct.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what? Wait, maintenance construct. Wait a minute.
Yeah? Yeah?
I see it.
Yeah?
I see it. You know, those magically animated suits of armor. Oh, she must have seen arcane constructs while she was exploring the refinery. Arcane constructs only perform the actions they're ordered to. And a construct of the arcane refinery would only take orders from their administrator, Stefanik Drake again. Unless you want to imply that Stefanik Drake again ordered the construct to break the lock.
May I remind the prosecution that constructs are prone to error and misinterpretation of their orders. Perhaps this construct accidentally broke the lock while carrying out its usual orders.
The Inquisition found no evidence of physical tampering on the lock. And even if they had, the security system would have been alerted the moment this happened. Well, I guess you have a lot of contradicting statements to work with this time.
Yeah, I need to find a contradiction that's not so readily apparent.
One that's not apparent? There's another contradiction in her testimony?
I'm not sure, but I can't help but feel like she said something that doesn't fit with what we know already.
Ignore the list of suspects and focus on the other details. She observed a lot that day, so something must be off with her observations.
Right? You know it,
So
I
yeah,
know it.
we both know it.
You know it, I know it. Let's stop the music.
Objection!
Wait, that can't be right, can it?
Rika, you said that you saw a maintenance construct inside the refinery building. Are you sure that it was an arcane construct?
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on them in the Von Sanctus catalogs. But they're not available to the public yet.
When you saw this arcane construct, what was it doing?
I'm not exactly sure. But it looked like it was doing maintenance on the machines. Maintenance on the machines? But it shouldn't have been there in the first place. What was it doing there? And more importantly, who sent it there? Where are you going with this, Mr. Cuthbert? As I've said before, an arcane construct owned by the defendant wouldn't have disabled the lock.
I agree. A construct owned by my client wouldn't have done that. But arcane constructs are extremely rare and not available to the general public. Furthermore, they are only produced and sold by Von Sanctus Industries. Lloyd Von Sanctus personally sold several products to the Drakegan Trading Company. However, when offered the opportunity to purchase his arcane constructs, my client turned him down.
What?
My client disliked the construct's flawed intelligence. He didn't want them working in the refinery. He turned down Lord Von Sanctus's offer in favor of utilizing human labor.
Wait, then why did I see a construct there?
Exactly. If my client did not own any constructs, why did the witness see one there? Or to phrase this question differently, who sent that construct there?
Who? Why would anyone send an arcane construct into the refinery?
First, let's consider the rarity of arcane constructs. They are highly experimentable and not available to the public yet. With all of these elements in mind, only one person in the city of Aranax could have done this.
Wait. You can't possibly mean
I do,
you're
Miss
gonna do this
Steelin.
shit again.
I'm gonna drag another noble. I'm gonna drag another noble from the four pillar families into here. Few individuals had access to an arcane construct, and even fewer had the ability to disable the locked door without alerting the security system.
You're gonna do it again. You're gonna get away with it again.
I think Wyatt Ernal did it.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Noah Morrison.
You're right. You're right. You're right. No, it was actually Orm White.
No, obviously there's only one person it could have been. It's Lloyd Von Sanctus.
Only one individual could have done everything that I described. Lloyd Von Sanctus, the noble lord of Aranax.
Can't be serious. Are you accusing Lord Von Sanctus of illegally sending a construct into the arcane refinery? What possible reason would he have to do that? When Rika saw the construct, she said it was working on the machines. That construct was sent by Von Sanctus. It didn't actually work for Drake again. Wait, could that mean?
Rika, when you saw that construct in the refinery, was it carrying anything?
Yeah, actually. It was carrying a large cylindrical machine, and it looked pretty heavy.
Like it would normally need to be held by two people.
Yeah, how did you know? It all makes sense now. Von Sanctus has been far too aggressive in pushing these charges. It wasn't because he was desperate to get rid of Drake again. It was because he needed to cover up what actually happened.
Mr. Cuthbert, where are you going with this? You see, Your Honor, the tool that the witness saw this construct carrying wasn't just any tool. It was a rod of mending, an artificery tool that channels transmutation magic.
Transmutation magic. As in, magic that could be used to weaken and sabotage parts of the refinery.
No, are you seriously accusing? Literally unplayable. Literally unplayable.
Literally, oh. Hang on. I'm pretty sure I know what's supposed to be happening there. Transmutation magic.
See, but the quote
I
didn't
got it.
end.
I got it.
The quote didn't end, so you actually have to keep doing it until the next quote.
Look, I can commit to a lot of bits, but that one's a bridge too far.
Your Honor, Lord Von Sanctus sent a construct into the Arcane Refinery to sabotage it. In other words, Lloyd Von Sanctus is responsible for that guardrail breaking. Orm White would do it, Ned.
He would. I think that's enough out of you, you upstart commoner.
Man, I feel like this entire game is just a lesson in hubris.
Yeah. Yeah. Judge really needs to stop these guys from just barging onto the stand. To be fair, who's going to stop a noble from the Pillar family? I've had enough of these blatant accusations. If you want to sling mud at my name, you will do it to me directly. Lord Von Sanctus, I would highly advise against doing this.
She knows what's coming. She knows what's coming.
She knows Tyrion's about to slam him through 4 walls. Please, do you think I'm like that fool Pierce? The defense's theory is laughable, and I have several pieces of evidence that can easily prove my innocence. Ah! He has a good poker face, but the eye is telling you that he's a little desperate.
You just got a little more quiet, so I'm just gonna let it.
Oh, okay.
Very well. If the defense wishes to accuse you, I see no harm in allowing you to do it yourself. The court would very much like to hear your testimony on it.
You fucking idiot.
You absolute fucking buffoon.
It is possible to order a construct to complete a complex list of tasks, but doing so is ill-advised. I'm sure you observed this with the Nightgrave trial. Constructs are extremely prone to error when completing a long list of tasks. According to the defense, the saboteur stole a rod of mending and used it to sabotage very specific sections of the refinery. I would never trust a construct to discreetly complete such an intricate set of tasks unsupervised. And before you ask, I was miles away from the refinery at the time of the accident. I have several associates who can confirm this alibi. Eh? Therefore, I had no way of observing this construct from afar, nor did I have a way to communicate with it. That actually makes a lot of sense. Nightgrave trial revealed the risks of ordering a construct to commit a crime. But nevertheless, Rika saw a construct at the refinery that day. That's indisputable. He definitely gave the construct a complete list of tasks to sabotage the refinery. And that raises one question. How did he account for the construct's error-prone logic? First things first, I want to press the alibi. What's the alibi? Please tell us.
And I suppose you wouldn't mind having these associates testify before the court.
Lord Von Sanctus was discussing the blockade being put around the city. Dealwind. I won't go into detail about what they discussed, but the Kingsguard, City Watch, Arcane Inquisition, and myself were present. We can all confirm that he was present at the meeting. Although his behavior was quite erratic that day. How could I not? People have no care for personal hygiene. It took my retainers hours to disinfect the area.
Can we please stay on subject?
Right. Anyways. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get ads in a minute, so kind of use the opportunity to look through. Sentence unsupervised. I guess we can press 6?
Press 6. Wait for after the...
Yeah. Meantime, I'm just thinking, like, what's a way he could have communicated with it?
You want me to open up the evidence list?
Yeah, go for it. Start with spells, because I'm pretty sure... within a 30-foot radius.
Of the target can hear the caster's voice.
First spell, the caster projects their voice to communicate with the target, and with 30-foot radius can hear the caster's voice. Anyone within a 30-foot radius target
Can hear the caster's voice.
Oh! This sounds close to the target, allowing for two-way communication. Okay. Yeah, he told us we messed up. Good, good. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to present send message. But we're gonna let's press 6 first, but
Okay.
we'll wait for a minute.
That still hasn't started.
It just started.
Oh, it did?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, I'm a god, I haven't gotten it. Fucking started.
Yep.
Oh? Large?
Large? What do you mean large?
That change anything? Oh, it did. Huh.
Yeah, it does.
Interesting.
Interesting.
You can see my keybinds.
Yeah. How dare you?
It's controller friendly.
Who would want to play this with a controller if given the choice?
Me, actually. Fucking hate keyboard and mouse.
That... I'm sorry, Ace Attorney just lends itself so well to being, like, a game where you only use the mouse.
Ace Attorney? Need I remind you what console Ace Attorney was on?
It started on the GBA.
Yes!
I know. But it lends itself so well to that style of gameplay, though. Like, given the choice, like, why do you think other than the obvious, I want to stream it, why do you think I preferred to get the Apollo Justice trilogy and the Investigations collection on PC?
I don't know, I like it on the DS.
Well, that's why you're wrong.
Damn.
Anyway, let's press.
Press? What if the construct wasn't actually active? You could have had one of your servants don the construct as guys.
It's extremely dangerous to wear a construct like a suit of armor. It almost always ends in severe injury and death in the worst case. Why do you know that?
I mean, they must have tested it.
Why do you know that?
He's a noble, he can get away with anything.
Furthermore, the supposed construct would have needed to carry and use a rod of mending. I have many capable servants, but none of them have superhuman strength. Right, your theory only makes sense if the construct was the one carrying the rod. His argument makes a lot of sense, actually. He wouldn't trust the construct to sabotage the refinery alone, especially if there was such a big risk of getting caught.
But regardless of what he says, Rika did see a construct there, though.
You doubt that he'd take a risk like that. So he must have had a way to ensure the construct completed its task correctly. He's a noble from a Pillar family, and he's probably an accomplished mage. Could he have used that somehow? Okay, what's the fourth statement again? Okay, let's present on 6.
Message?
Yeah, send message.
Music stopped. Von Sanctus, you testified that there is no way for you to observe and communicate with the construct. Am I correct?
I was at that meeting with Steelwind for the entire day. Anyone there could testify to that fact.
I'm not disputing your so-called alibi, but it's not as airtight as you might think. Sorry. I'm not disputing your so-called alibi. It's not as airtight as you think.
What are you talking about? What do you have this time? I was there at that meeting, Mr. Cuthbert. Lord Von Sanctus may have been absent in mind, but he was there physically.
Fear.
Shit!
Fear. I smell fear.
Absent in mind? So his attention wasn't focused on the meeting. Which means that his attention was somewhere else.
I suppose you're correct, Miss Steelwind. But I still have one question for you, Lord Von Sanctus.
And what would that be?
Are you able to cast a send message spell?
What?
Miss Steelwind, your client may have been physically at the meeting, but his attention was somewhere else, wasn't it? He could have used a combination of spells to view the construct during the meeting. And he could have used the send message spell to communicate with it over a large distance. If my claim is truly false, your client should have no trouble disproving it with the spell compendium.
Well... Von Sanctus?
You appear to be hesitating, Von Sanctus. Can I assume that you do know how to cast send message? If so, that would punch a gigantic hole in your alibi.
Owen, you were there, weren't you? My attention was fully there. I need her to cover for me. The idea that I was communicating with a construct is absurd.
Sorry, I need someone to like clip that real quick, because your audio like distorted at the perfect time, where you're like absurd.
I might... Here, Nope, I don't got it. I'll go back for it. I'm afraid I can't say that, Lord Von Sanctus. The wind? I did find it odd. Your attention appeared to be elsewhere, despite the gravity of our discussion. And I seem to recall you speaking under your breath the entire time. I had always just assumed that you were muttering obscenities.
Damn.
But Mr. Cuthbert's explanation does seem possible. What are you saying? Aren't you obligated to defend me? I am obligated to represent you to the best of my ability. I am not obligated to forge your alibi for you. You little...
Lord Von Sanctus, I'm afraid the court needs an answer. Are you able to cast the send message spell?
Fine, I admit it, okay? I am able to cast send message. But that still doesn't prove anything. His voice betrays a hint of desperation. You have him right where you want him. Now is our opportunity to deal the final blow. So why do you feel so uneasy? There are still 2 details that don't sit well with you. When I looked to see what it was, I saw that Justin had tumbled over the guardrail of the walkway. Rika saw Justin fall over the guardrail, even though Von Sanctus sabotaged it. Then please enlighten us, Mr. Cuthbert. How could both of their testimonies possibly be true?
Well, I think there's only one possible explanation. Both Miss Tudor and Mr. Morrison saw someone fall off the walkway. But the person that Miss Tudor saw and the person that Mr. Morrison saw were 2 different people.
Nice accent. Thank you, Ed. Thank you. The second person that fell into the vat is still unaccounted for. Luckily, you didn't need to prove that this second person existed. But not having an explanation for Astrid Morrison's testimony still irks you. However, even if it's not a clean ending, there's only one way forward. And that's revealing Von Sanctus for the petty saboteur that he is.
Why did you hesitate so long to answer my question, Von Sanctus?
You know very well why I hesitated. Why would I willingly give you evidence? You clearly intend to use it against me.
Regardless, this entirely disproves your alibi. You could have communicated with your construct at the meeting.
By that logic, I could be the mastermind behind every crime that occurs in Oranax. Someone else could have sent that construct. I may have had the means to commit this crime, but there are plenty of other individuals that could have sent the arcane construct.
Do we have something that's like how rare constructs are? Because it's either gonna be that or... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's the one I would have looked. That's the one I would have checked. Otherwise, I would have looked at the blockade. But I prefer the testimony.
Von Sanctus, you of all people should know that the arcane constructs are not available to the public. When you attempted to sell those constructs to Drakian, you promised him that he would be the first merchant in Arnax that would own one. Since he refused your offer, that would leave you as the only owner of arcane constructs in Oranax.
That's... Well, I admit I may not have been that truthful when I made my sales pitch.
So, you're saying that you lied to my client.
Oh, please. Every good businessman knows how to have a stroke. Every good businessman knows how to embellish the truth when making a sale. I've sold constructs to other individuals. The truth is that I've sold those constructs to plenty of other individuals in Arnax. If only, it would be too dangerous to sell it to anyone else.
So yeah, probably intuition.
Frankly, Von Sanctus, I find that hard to believe. After the Nightgrave trial, you must have been a lot more fearful about who you sold your constructs to. You only tried to sell your constructs to Drakian so that you could control him. You wouldn't have done that otherwise.
Is that so? Then why don't you prove it?
No, Von Sanctus. Why don't you prove your statement? Show us any invoice.
Oh, Bumbotron. Oh, Bumbotron.
Oh, Bumbotron. Oh, Bumbotron.
Oh.
Oh, Bumbotron. Celestial Wind returned, and the rest you're gonna have to check the VOD.
Yep. In the meantime, with the trial, though...
In the meantime, with the trial, we learned that there was an arcane construct in the refinery at the night of the crime, that the security system was somehow disabled, and that Lloyd Von Sanctus is suspect number 1.
Look, it's a moment that words can't do justice.
Bumbatron, we're not like jokingly telling you to check the VOD. We are pleading you, imploring you to check the VOD. We cannot do it justice.
Legitimately.
Anyway, show us any invoice that proves you made a sale to someone in RNX.
Well, who says that the saboteur lived in Ornax when I made the sale?
Are you serious?
Ornax is a trading hub. Plenty of people come and go from the city. The saboteur could be someone who secretly entered Ornax. Any one of my customers could have secretly entered the city to carry out the sabotage.
Gee. What do you
The
think?
blockade. The blockade. The blockade.
Von
fun.
Sanctus. You might have been right under any other circumstance. The Kingsguard locked down the city on the day that the accident occurred. No one except for a select few individuals could have left or entered the city. And due to the gravity of the situation, the Kingsguard created profiles of everyone within the city. Why don't we cross-reference the records taken by the Kingsguard with a list of individuals who you sold constructs to? But I suppose from your reaction, that list would come up empty. So why don't you admit to your crimes, Von Sanctus? Or do I have to drag the evidence into court myself?
I noticed you have a new badge next to you, the Share the Love badge. What's that for?
Is that Valentine's?
Wait, drag the evidence into court?
You don't know?
Oh,
Honestly, fair.
fair enough. I'll probably look it up after stream because I'm curious and maybe kind of want it.
What? Oh, the evidence thing disappeared. The argument thing disappeared.
Uh-oh.
And the music stopped.
Why don't you go ahead and do that, Mr. Cuthbert? Bring in your so-called evidence. Oh, sorry. Bring in your so-called evidence.
I don't know where this confidence is coming from. We can easily detect the traces of divination and transmutation on the constructs you own.
Assuming that construct still exists, that is. Wait, that's right. If he used a construct to commit a crime like this, he would have definitely disposed of it by now. Is this the Waluigi man? Sure is. Even within the blockade, Arnax is a gigantic city. With his resources, he could have hidden it anywhere in the city. It would be a needle hidden within a town of haystacks.
We still have the testimony of Mosarika Tudor. And I'm sure many other people saw that construct walking around the refinery.
Folk can hardly be trusted to recognize complex artificery. Without the actual construct, all you have are several unreliable witnesses. Tell me, Lady Steelwind, can I be convicted of such a serious charge with such evidence? No, I suppose not. Damn it, is he seriously going to get away with this? No, you still have one card up your sleeve. If you could just find out where he disposed of the evidence, you might be able to direct the Inquisition there. Come on, focus on his thoughts, Tyrion. Activate the Empowered Eye. Undignified glaring will do you no favors. What? Why isn't it working? The Eye of Horus is a powerful tool, Tyrion. But that's twice now that you've used the Empowered Eye to get out of a corner. Keep relying on that one trick, you'll never grow as an attorney. One day you'll find a witness that the Empowered Eye won't work on. This Tamora was right. Been relying on the Empowered Eye too much. From your silence, I assume you have no way to rebut my claim. I suppose that makes it checkmate, you upstart commoner. Honestly, I can't believe you'd resort to accusing me of manslaughter. What a crass and underhanded tactic. But I suppose I wouldn't expect for anything less from a charlatan like you.
Damn it.
Hell are you doing?
What?
That look on your face. Are you seriously giving up?
I...
I've seen you get out of plenty of situations like this. So why are you giving up this time?
I'm sorry, Celeste, but I can't use my usual strategies. There's no way to find the evidence that we need.
Seriously? There's always a way, Tyrion. If your usual strategies aren't working, then you just need to do something different. Duh! Idiot! She's right. You don't need to see directly into his mind to utilize your skills as an attorney. If what you're doing isn't working, just do something different. Duh! You may not be able to rely on the Eye of Horus this time, but you've always been able to rely on deductive reasoning. Well, it seems that you have no further questions for me. And you clearly don't have a shred of physical evidence to support your claims. I think I'll be taking my leave.
I'm not quite done with you yet, Von Sanctus.
Honestly, your desperation is almost pitiful. You should really learn to lose with dignity, Mr. Cuthbert. He's the last person you want to hear that from. Calm your mind and focus. You may not be able to read Von Sanctus's mind in the literal sense, but you can still extrapolate his plan and his actions.
Let's explore my theory a little more and see for ourselves if there's no physical evidence. If you wanted to use a construct, you would have needed to maintain constant communication. So to prove that this communication occurred, we would need something that connects you to it. Which piece of evidence would connect the murder to Von Sanctus? Send message can normally only target a person, but arcane constructs probably don't count as people for the purposes of that spell. What piece of evidence would that leave behind?
So that would leave...
It's only that. It's only that.
Check that.
I'm pressing this as fast as I fucking
know.
can.
I know. That. Lloyd Von Sanctus attuned to. Yeah, that's right. Because that's something send a message can do.
Real evidence is the friends we make along the way. Yeah. An arcane construct
True.
isn't a person. So, you must have used an object attuned to your magic to communicate with it. Miss Steelwind, if we were able to find that object, would that tie your client to the sabotage?
Hypothetically, yes. The Inquisition has divination magic, and they can use it to detect if an object is attuned to a specific mage. Good luck finding such evidence. If I did perform these acts, the remains could be anywhere in Arnak.
I'm not so sure about that, Von Sanctus. Let's look at things from your perspective. Why would you do the things that you did that day? Knowing that will point us to where you ultimately hid the construct. Your intention was to sabotage the refinery without anyone finding out what you did. So how would you dispose of the construct and the attuned item? How could Von Sanctus easily destroy the evidence?
You needed to hide and or destroy it so that no one would be able to find it. Wait, destroy? The evidence... Yeah, probably the evidence. Was...
Before we do the verb, let's do this.
Into the vat of volatile liquid. That seems correct. So I suppose was thrown? Or
Is this
like
it?
kind of through itself? Go for it.
Use the vat of volatile liquid.
Suppose that makes sense. You found the remnants of the Rod of Mending in there, too. But wouldn't that mean that the object is fully dissolved?
Exactly. There would be no physical evidence for you to find.
That's not necessarily true. You threw the Rod of Mending into the vat, and that didn't fully dissolve.
What?
The workers neutralized the liquid immediately after Justin fell into the vat.
What? Neutralizing that liquid would render it unsalvageable and useless. Doing that would have cost Drake again a small fortune.
Unlike you, Von Sanctus, my client values the lives of his workers over his profits. Damn.
Damn. Got him.
And because of that, the Inquisition was able to find pieces of bone matter and metal within the vat.
Wait, the rod didn't fully dissolve. Means that it was thrown into the vat around the same time that Justin fell into it.
You wouldn't have thrown the rod into the vat until after you were done with your sabotage. And if you wanted to destroy the rod, you would have destroyed all the evidence that you need to get rid of. What piece of evidence would Von Sanctus also dispose of?
Is there anything else that Von Sanctus would have needed to get rid of? The construct.
Any witnesses?
Justin Way.
You would have also destroyed the arcane construct itself.
Ridiculous. Lady Steelwind, why aren't you?
I told you before, didn't I? I will defend you to the best of my ability, but I will not fabricate an alibi for you.
You must have ordered the construct to throw itself into the vat to hide any traces of your sabotage.
A machine resembling a human threw itself into the vat. This means that anyone looking at the walkway would have seen this.
That's it! The arcane construct was the second person that Astor and Morrison saw fall into the vat. That's why we didn't find organic matter from anyone other than Justin in there. The second body that Astor and Morrison saw was actually an arcane construct.
How are you?
Wait, Rika was sure that she saw Justin fall off the walkway. After she notified Astor and Morrison, they saw the construct break the guardrail and fall into the vat. Wouldn't that mean that the construct disposed of itself after Justin Way fell off of the walkway? Why would you order it to do that?
Because it never happened. Your logic is flawed.
He's getting stressed out. Maybe you should try using the empowered eye. No, you don't need it this time. You're so close to figuring this out, you can feel it. So think, if he was observing the construct using magic, he must have seen Justin fall. And for some reason, he reacted by sabotaging the guardrail.
Why did Von Sanctus sabotage the guardrail?
Why would he ignore seeing that happen? Unless he did all of this because he saw Justin fall.
Drakian wanted Justin's death to send a message to Stefani Drakian.
So Von Sanctus wanted... Justin's death to look like an accident.
It's because you wanted it to look like an accident. Which means that it wasn't actually an accident.
Oh, now you're accusing me of intentionally murdering the victim?
Uh-oh. Oh, Cake found us.
Uh-oh,
Scatter.
uh-oh, uh-oh,
Scatter.
uh-oh, uh-oh.
Scatter.
End stream, end stream, end stream.
Why would I ever do that?
I actually moused over the end stream button.
Hi, Cake.
Hi, Cake.
You said it yourself. My goal was sabotage. Committing murder would have brought unnecessary attention to what I had done.
But those constructs do have a habit of shoving people that are in their way. What if the construct pushed Justin out of the way, causing him to fall over the edge of the guardrail?
Figuring out everything that happened from just a few clues?
Hey, I didn't see you there. I was just,
Walk past him.
acknowledged. What? Hey, watch it! Quit shoving me! Wait, whoa! Holy crap, pull me up! I can't hold on for much longer.
Idiot, what are you doing?
What?
Grab his arm and pull him up.
Acknowledged. Ah! My hand! What the hell are you doing?
Grip is too tight. Stop that.
Acknowledged. Ah!
Wait, I can still...
Of course, you stayed awake until 3 just for the stream to start at 4. Huh. All according to plan.
Sorry. Sorry.
All according to plan. All according to plan. Got him.
It's been a good stream. It's been a good stream. You should definitely.
We made
you should
so much
definitely watch it
progress.
back.
We made so much
We
progress.
did. We're on the verge of finishing case 3, which is crazy. I didn't think we were gonna do this today.
I'm gonna be real, I didn't either.
Oh, has it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It may have been unintentional, but either way, you would have been at fault for Justin's death, not my client. And if the construct fell in after Justin, your attuned object must be somewhere in the neutralized liquid. No, it's even better than that. Constructs are made from a specific magical alloy, aren't they? I'm sure with a few divination spells we can identify the metal shards from the construct and your arcane focus. Each and every one of those pieces of evidence points directly at you, Von Sanctus.
You petulant little upstart.
That's checkmate, Von Sanctus. Why don't you save us all a little time, Von Sanctus? Admit to what you did. And while you're at it, drop your false allegations against my client.
I have nothing to admit to, nor do I have anything to apologize for.
Of course not. You're completely blameless, right?
Yeah, no. Also, we are doing something a little weird where,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Where-
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Don't worry about
No,
it. You won't
no,
notice.
no.
You won't notice. You won't notice.
yeah.
You won't notice.
Do you think you achieved victory here today? No. Dissidents like you and Drake again are absolutely deluded. Each and every breath you take only throws Wyvern God further into chaos.
Chat isn't up. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You talk about these commoners if they have even a fraction of the power that you have.
Please, Steelwind, you need to see reason. They lack awareness of the power they truly have.
What?
These people have infected you and His Majesty with these idealistic delusions. I implore you, I implore both of you to see reality for what it is.
No, Von Sanctus. The true reality is that people like you become threatened when we challenge your power.
You all speak about the rights of the individual. You speak as if each and every one of you wouldn't stab each other in the back the moment it benefited yourselves. You may hate the nobility. You may curse, scream, and blame us for all of your little problems. But the truth is that you need us. You need us to direct and lead you. You need us to maintain the fragile order that holds your peaceful little lives together.
I'm still not on Blue Sky, so I can't do that.
You're welcome, Cake. It's good art.
You talk about protecting the common folk from themselves. But the truth is that your actions led to the death of an innocent man. That is the only truth that matters. Defense has no further questions for him. He is dismissed. Very well.
We did it again, Tyrion! And we even caught another murderer in the process.
Yeah, we couldn't get the case officially dismissed today, but it's pretty much inevitable with the evidence we brought in today.
Actually, it probably won't even reach that point. I've advised Lord Von Sanctus to drop the suit entirely. Word has already spread regarding the evidence that you brought forward. At this point, prolonging the trial would just harm his public image even more.
That's great! Now you can build a case against him for Justin's death.
About that, I'll probably be forced to recuse myself from any charges brought against him.
What? Why?
Because you represented him in the suit, isn't it? It would be considered a conflict of interest to prosecute him yourself, even though you're probably the only prosecutor that would convict him successfully.
You're correct. As the head of one of the Pillar families, he has the justice system dancing in the palm of his hand. He will definitely be quietly and swiftly acquitted. I would have never agreed to represent him if I had known about this. I'm truly sorry.
Damn it. You must have had this planned all along.
No.
Is he seriously going to get away with this?
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Drakion. He may be acquitted in the legal sense. The court of public opinion is a different thing entirely.
What do you mean?
You brought forward a myriad of evidence against him, and I'm sure everyone in the gallery saw it too. Von Sanctus's power relies on his public image, and you quite handily tore down that facade. He may walk free, but his powers and ideals have taken a great blow. Is that seriously all we can do? His actions and recklessness resulted in the death of Justin Wei. He should be punished within the letter of the law.
You're not wrong, Mr. Cuthbert. But sometimes we must take the victories that we can get. She's probably right.
But there's still one thing that's nagging at me. Oh, and what's that? Why was your safe unlocked if nothing was stolen? If Justin had gotten into your safe, he would have taken your gold with him. It wouldn't still be there. Considering that nothing's missing, I'd rather leave it at that. Really? Justin was a good man. I'd rather not taint anyone's memory of him, especially Mosarika's.
Right. She was pretty upset about your accusations.
Nothing was taken, so no harm was done in that regard. I suppose so. I can't help but wonder what actually happened. Damn.
Ooh. Ooh. There's some unresolved mystery there. Ooh.
Also, we fucking finished the episode.
We did. That's insane. Oh.
It just makes no damn sense to me. The kid successfully robbed the guy days ago. No one saw him, no one even suspected him. Then he breaks into the place again? Also, he can put back the stolen gold? Does it make any sense to you, Eris?
Perhaps he felt remorse for his actions, Father. Not everyone can betray the people they love so easily.
Huh.
And if that's true, I feel like there's a sense of tragic beauty to it all. If he had never tried to do the right thing, he would never have encountered the construct in the first place. He would have paid his debt, and would still have his life.
It's true what they say. No good deed goes unpunished. Shame about the gold, though.
I think we've more than made a profit today. I, for one, am happy to have claimed a boatload of tithes today.
I wonder
Oh,
who stole the ship.
Damn. You're not even subtle about it.
We did it.
Well, all right. Wow. That's insane. Even despite the internet issues, we somehow got through it.
Yeah, you know why? It's because we spent like less than 30 minutes today podcasting.
That it's true because we wanted we wanted to avoid the internet issues.
We were locked in.
We were. Damn, the one stream Kate can't be here for like 2.5
We
hours
made the
of it.
most
We walk
fucking
in,
story
and
progress.
We're so mean. We're so awful. But yeah, that's
Didn't even
probably
bring up
gonna
the
do it
save
for
menu
tonight.
either. Alright, and from case 4 onwards, I am well and completely blind.
Okay. I'm curious to see how they're gonna rework this mystery in the update.
Yeah, because like there weren't any major holes either.
Didn't seem like it. It seems like all the things that were very much mysteries were intentionally left so. I don't know. But yeah, I think that'll probably do it for us tonight. I don't see a reason to start case 4, especially when we're gonna be back
Yeah.
on my PC.
What? What?
I mean, using the same PC that we've been using the whole time, the same copy of the game.
Exactly. With the same account and everything. Exactly.
Yeah. The same scenes and same broadcasting software.
Exactly.
But yeah, anyways, I hope everybody has a good night. A good night. Definitely a good night.
Yeah. Night. Uh-huh.
Yeah, night.
3:30 p.m. right now. Night. Yeah. Uh-huh. Cake. Have a good morning, Cake.
And,
Sorry.
yeah,
have a
we'll
good
see you
have
all
a good
in,
morning, Cake. We will see you all later.
yeah, see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, if my internet doesn't suck.
Well, you said that you're gonna try and fix it.
I'm gonna try and fix it.
All goes well. We'll see ya. Cake,
God, if
make
that
sure to
isn't
watch
just-
the VOD because it is beautiful.
It is very good.
Alright. See ya.
Bye.